Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, check it. Another non black woman has been traumatized by the anger of black men. And here's my thing. I don't know if you guys remember, it's a very old term. I heard this as a teenager. There was a thing called a NIMBY syndrome, NIMBY. NIMBY syndrome, NIMBY. That's called not in my backyard syndrome, NIMBY. And the NIMBY syndrome, it took off when a lot of jobs were being transported out of the country, okay? And a lot of the jobs were like customer service jobs. And a lot of people that at that time were in the technical field were like, well, those people should have gotten education, they should have gotten education, they'll find another job. Well, so they called it the NIMBY syndrome. It's not in my backyard, so I'm not concerned. Those jobs are pretty much customer service oriented, not a degree oriented. So companies, fast forward, they start to see, okay, send these jobs overseas, less regulation, you're not having to pay so much as, workman's comp or a lot more insurance, environmental issues. Those go out the windows because those countries are in need of those dollars, okay? They need those factories there to boost their economy. It worked out rather well. Fast forward, next thing you know, it started happening also in the tech industry. So it kind of caught on. So it was called, hey, guess what? For those people losing their jobs at that time, it was the NIMBY, NIMBY, NIMBY syndrome, not in my backyard, but just called, hey, it's not my problem. It didn't happen to me. It happened to them. So that's not my problem. I've got my job. I have my education. I'm doing great. Till it came their way. Then they realized, uh-oh, you're in the same boat as the guy and gal who lost their job in customer service when those jobs went overseas. And I bring that up to bring up this. The same thing in the black community, when black women are victimized, it's like, well, that's what they get for maybe not getting their education and they're up in the hood. Well, those women, they're right there. They decide to go ahead and have those babies by them, and that's what they chose to live. It's that's them. Well, they better get a gun. Well, she should have been looking around. When black women are victimized, only ones that really care are the black women. You may have some black men, but I'm speaking collectively. For every black man that may give a darn, is one going, man, she should have chose better. Well, she don't need no protection. They said they strong. Go ahead and handle it. And those kind of the weakest ones, they can't. They would pee on themselves. They could not handle being in a room with a group of men that are strong, especially the dominant society. No other group talks this way. Nobody, nobody, nobody. But defeated chocolate drops. So I want to show you a clip of this video here that just happened today. So keep in mind, when it happens to black women, no one really cares. And people don't seem to get it. It's just like, it's happening over here and they ignore it. And it's no big deal. It's not a major concern until it starts to escalate and then it's in your face. Then, oh my, we got a problem. See, as long as a woman that lives across town, she's robbed and mugged. Oh, it's not working for her, dear. And some people get into their false sense of security. Then, when it comes knocking on their door and danger strikes, now we understand. So, a lot of times people are quick to minimize other people's suffering, their pain. Okay, so as our dear friend, let's go ahead. I tell you, this guy, he never ceases to amaze. As our dear friend has told us,
that was my point. Well, I'm gonna go back. A lot of black people were like, "You're some bitter." But how am I bitter when I'm not? I'm talking about the image. I didn't telegraph it because I thought people were smart enough. But all they showed me was how much trauma they're going through. Like there's some angry black women mad at black men.
And guess what? We can add to it today. Because look, this one right here has brought this lady some trauma. She's not a black woman, doesn't look like it to me. She appears to be maybe a non-black woman. But guess what? If someone did this to you, Godfrey, don't tell me you would not be angry. Fair use.
Now, police are looking for a suspect in another unprovoked subway station attack. This video is from around 10:15 at night last Thursday at Grand Central Station. You see a suspect run up behind a woman and punch her in the back of the head. Police say the 60-year-old had injuries to her head and arm and had to be treated at Mount Sinai Hospital. The suspect took off on a northbound 5 train. Anyone with any information is asked to call NYPD Crime Stoppers. That phone number is 1-800-577-TIPS. Katie Johnston for CBSN, New York.
Now, looking at him, it's like he's studying his prey. Okay, I'm going to play it again. Fair use.
Right now, police are looking for a suspect in another unprovoked subway station attack. This video is from around 10:15 at night last Thursday at Grand Central Station. You see a suspect run up behind a woman and punch her in the back of the head. Police say the 60-year-old had injuries to her head and arm and had to be treated at Mount Sinai Hospital. The suspect took off on a northbound 5 train. Anyone with any information is asked to call NYPD Crime Stoppers. That phone number is 1-800-577-TIPS.
Now, you don't think that woman is angry? Her family? He snuck up behind her like a weak man. If you want to fight so much, man, get in the fight club. But you won't do it to another man because you know you might catch those hands. And the sad thing is, this picture here, man, unless he's in a cave, somebody knows who the guy is. But the man is with us, my son. I can't give him up. I can't. It's my son. Someone knows who he is. Could be a baby mama. All his boys. You think he's going to not have dinner tonight? He may be at somebody's house sitting up eating. Sitting at the table. And they all know what he's done. And that's how a lot of people are. I don't care. Across the board. Oh, we're going to have to shelter him. We got to cover for him. And he did that. She all right. She didn't die. Could be worse. That's the part that's really sad. It's like the lady that had the guy that tried to eat her eye out in the red coat. Now, they got this fool's mug on the mirror, on the camera, that red coat. Nobody turned him in. It was weeks. Nobody turned him in. Only reason they got that guy was because he was caught in another domestic issue with a girlfriend fighting. That's the only reason. I think he attacked her. That's how they got him. So stop and think. That same woman, you think she don't recognize that fool in the red coat? Of course, it was on the news. It was everywhere. She knew who he was. But she covered for him until he started tagging her behind. So think, that man was in that red coat. Nobody gave him, in the black community, he is around town. Everybody pretty much saw it in the black community. And that's what we do. Just, I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in it. And for the woman, you knew that man did that. And they only got him because another domestic violence issue came up. That's the only reason. So you want to talk black women being angry? Or that a lot of them, Godfrey, they're angry, they're bitter. Yeah, they have a right to be. I wonder why. They're constantly being attacked and murdered. Constantly. And it's no excuse. Oh, they got to find a program. I'm not trying to hear the bull crap. Let's be realistic. These men commit these crimes. They have a place to eat and a place to sleep. One thing I can tell you, if you're trying to go to college or start a business, the black community, most families, they're not going to let you just stay there for free. Oh, no. You're trying to do what? Oh, you want to quit your job and start a business and stay here for free? Oh, you got to pay me something, honey. You got to pay me something. But be a criminal. Be a criminal, in and out of jail, no money. Our door in this community is going to open up. What does that tell you? Be a criminal. A door in the community. Someone, you will find a place to lay your head. Well, to lay your head. You have a place to lay your head. It's guaranteed. They'll take them in. Feed them, stay. Like I said, I knew a homegirl. Her mother let the uncle stay there for 5 years, and the man didn't work or anything. Just eat and sleep. No work, repeat. The girls came home from college. They put themselves through college and try to, save some money up, student debt and all that. The jobs they received, they weren't paying the money that they desired. So they want to come home and stay. It was a 3-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms. Now keep in mind, the uncle stayed there for 5 years. He didn't work at all. For 5 years, he sat on his butt. When her 2 daughters came home from college, at different times, of course, to get them up out of there, like I said, the house was a 3-bedroom, 2 bath. To get them up out of there, you know what she did? She made them share a room. And it's like, well, she and her husband in one room. Let the girls have their own room. She made them share a room. And then she charged them $400 a month to stay there. And they're like, well, Mom, why can't we have, we had our own rooms growing up. Oh, no. I don't want you to get too comfortable. This is how they get down. So this right here, he's got a place to stay. Someone's going to cover for him. So again, just be careful. So it's going to be jingle time. Beware the angry black man. Beware the angry black man. He's good at throwing those hands. He'll come for you. You don't even know this fool. Go upside your head. Lay down. Play dead. Beware the angry black man. He's good at throwing those hands. I think he's mad, and this crime is sad. He thinks he's bad, so they put that lid on that ass. Beware the angry black man. He's good at throwing those hands. So call the cops. Oh, he gonna get shot. When the arrest begins, he won't be throwing them hands. Beware the angry black man. He's good at throwing them hands. Listen, thanks for listening. I had to kind of lighten it up a little bit with a little jingle. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I am out. On a serious note, though, everybody, please